Okay. Oh my goodness. You make one life change and you just gotta rearrange your entire life. I'm gonna get it together. I have a lot going on in life. They're all good things, but my Lord. I was not gonna let another week go by without a post. Seriously, 3 times in a row? No, it wasn't gonna happen. So this time I'm really just coming on here as I am. Girl didn't even put a lip on. Girl had to put her hair back because she got a little hot. I've been at church all morning crying and snotting. I barely have any makeup on. I did light a candle for you, but I burnt myself in the process. Life is good. I'm gonna get it together, you guys. But okay, hi, I missed you. I missed you so much. Here's the thing. I've been spending a lot of time with my best friend's mom lately. Long story. But shout out to Mama B. I love you. Although I probably know my best friend better than 99.9% of the world, there are so many things that are making so much more sense to me now that I've been around her mom so much. What is that? It's a lot of noise going on right now. It's an ice cream truck, something rattling over there. I don't even know what that is. Gotta go fix it. It just made me think about the fact that so many of our relationship choices and habits really depend upon our parents. Why we who we choose to date, why we date them, how we date them, and sometimes even for how long we date them. I am currently reading the book by Debi called Preparing to be a Helpmeet. If I had anything to do with it, this book would be required for every woman to get married. As soon as you have your little moment in your proposal, oh my God, I love you, I do. Here, for the next 3 days, go in solitude, do nothing but study this book. Okay? Have a happy life. And you will. Debi. And can I just pause for a second and say that these are the type of things that your parents, like, this is what moms buy. It's a bookmark. I mean, just get a scrap sheet of paper, stick it in a book. No, moms want you to have things like this. This extraordinary, sensational bookmark. And it's things like this that when you get them, you're like, why? But now, you can't imagine ever living without it. Thanks, Mom. But anyways, in the book, Debi separates men into 3 categories: the king, the prophet, and the priest. And oh baby, do not worry, because there is going to be a post coming up talking about just this very, very soon, if not next week. So just boop, 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 boop. Keep your antennas up because she coming. Okay. I was telling my bestie about the type of man that seemed the closest to the type of man that I would want to marry, and she was sharing with me how on point this book was about her boyfriend that she's dating right now. And she had this like light bulb moment, and she was like, oh my goodness, the guy that you most identify with sounds a lot like your father. And my boyfriend is very similar to my dad as well. It's almost impossible to choose a romantic partner that is absolutely nothing like your opposite sex parent. And when this does happen, it's because that person was intentional about making an extensive effort to do so on purpose. In the book, Debi talks about how the mother in the situation will more readily accept and support your relationship if you are dating a person that resembles the type of man that she chose to marry. So my best friend's mother loves her boyfriend because he's a lot like her dad. But if I was to date a type of person like that, my mother would be very reluctant to support my relationship because he would be so far from the type of man that she chose to marry. Whether we like to admit it or not, our parents' support of our relationship, specifically our mom's support, highly influences who we date and for how long. But just think about how much confusion it can cause a person when they don't have one or the other or both parents in their lives. This confusion makes it really hard to forge a relationship with other people when there's so many vacancies and questions. From the time that we're an infant, the way that our parents interact with us causes us to form these internal rules about interacting with other people. And dating is largely affected by this. This process is so strong, so even them not being there will still teach us certain rules about relationships that we live by, whether we're aware that we're doing it or not. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we end up dating our parents. Now, if the similarities between our parents and our boo are good ones, then relationship satisfaction is high. However, if our parents and our boo are alike in negative ways, so knowing that this is pretty much an inevitable process, the key is to just be aware that it's happening. Because if not, then you'll be attracted to the familiarity of a person without paying attention to what it is about them that feels familiar. Because even if you're experiencing something negative, if it's a familiar occurrence, you'll still be drawn to it if you aren't careful. So be very intentional about what it is that's attracting you to a person. Because if you're gonna date your parents, you might as well do so for good reasons. I hope this helped you guys. I hope it will help you moving forward. I hope it will help you with your current boos right now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you right here, same day, next week.